Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. In the last chapter, we saw how Narada Maharshi encouraged Vyasa to write Bhagavatam and also tells him about his previous birth. In this chapter, Vyasa asked Narada, "What did you do when the sadhus who instructed you in spiritual wisdom had departed? In what manner did you spend the rest of your life, and how did you cast off your mortal coil when the time came?" And it's very surprising that you remember your previous birth. Time usually obscures the memory of previous birth for everyone. So please tell me, how do you remember that so well? So Narada replies, "I was the only son of my mother who was a maidservant. She had bound herself with ties of affection to me. She wanted to supply to my wants and to provide for my future. She failed to do so, dependent as she was. As a puppet is controlled by the wire puller, in the same way, the world is controlled by its ruler, the Bhagavan. Once during the night, she left her house to milk a cow. While on her way, she trod on a snake which bit the helpless woman, and this brought about her untimely end. Because of my association with the sadhus, I did not break down and took it as a boon from the Lord, who is always looking for the welfare of his devotees, and then set out in a northerly direction. In that journey, I passed through prosperous lands, cities, villages, mines, groves and gardens, mountains, lakes containing delightful water, lotus ponds frequented by gods. Having walked across these all alone, I came in sight of an extensive forest dense with bushes, kusha grass, hollow bamboos infested with snakes, owls and jackals. Since I was tired with travel, I bathed in the pool of a river, drank its water and felt refreshed. I sat down at the foot of a peepal tree and contemplated with a collected mind on the Lord residing in my heart, as I heard of him from the sadhus. As I meditated on his lotus feet with a mind overpowered by love, tears rushed to my eyes as a result of eagerness to behold Sri Hari, who gradually appeared on the screen of my heart. I had goosebumps and my heart experienced a thrill of excessive joy. Immersed in a flood of ecstasy, O sage, I lost consciousness of both myself and Sri Hari. Suddenly that form of Lord disappeared and I felt disturbed. Longing to behold it once more, I fixed the mind on my heart and looked for it, but could not see it. As I was struggling like that in that forest to see Sri Hari once more, that Lord spoke in sublime words, "In this birth you are unfit to behold me, for I am difficult of perception for those who have not yet attained perfection in devotion, and the impurities of whose heart have not yet been fully burnt. It was only to arouse in you a burning desire to see me that I have once revealed my form to you. Through services rendered by you to the saints, even for a short period, your thought has been irrevocably fixed on me. Therefore, casting off this material body, you will attain to the position of my own attendant." Having said that much, that great invisible being disappeared. I bowed my head to him and began to repeat the auspicious names and fixed my thoughts on the exploits of the Lord. Rid of all cravings, free from jealousy and contented at heart, I roamed about on the globe awaiting my end. Death came at the appointed hour like a flash of lightning. At the end of the preceding kalpa, when Lord Narayana slept on the waters of universal deluge, having reobserved the whole creation into himself, I too entered his body with the ingoing breath. At the expiry of 1000 revolutions of the 4 yugas, when Brahma rose and wished to bring forth this creation again, Marichi and the other sages, as well as myself, were evolved out of his senses. With my vow of constant remembrance of God continuing uninterrupted, I move about inside as well as outside the three worlds, and by the grace of Lord Mahavishnu, my passage is nowhere obstructed. The Lord now reveals himself in my heart as if summoned by me. So Narada said, narration of the Lord's doings, which is Bhagavatam, has been found to be a true raft to cross the ocean of mundane existence. Having thus spoken to Vyasa, the divine sage Narada took his leave and, playing upon his veena, went his way. With this ends the 6th chapter in Book 1 of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. Hare Krishna.